Good afternoon, my name is June Noakes and I'm with Our Ventura TV, and today I'm very lucky to have a very good man who's on the board of directors of City Center Transitional Living. Hello, Jim.
Hi, June.
Okay, so why don't you tell us about this incredible organization that you're so excited about?
Absolutely.
Please.
Oh, absolutely. Thanks for asking. You know, I started with this organization probably about almost 5 years ago, and it was originally called the Kingdom Center. And what happened is in December of 2013, there was a transition that took place. Prior to that, there was a group of people that got together and decided it was time to form a new board of directors and make sure that this property, that this agency stayed afloat, because it was housing homeless people, it was housing homeless families. Currently we have 20 homeless children that would have been homeless had it not been for this motel. It was a converted motel. Years ago, it was drug infested, prostitution. It was one of the worst places in Ventura. And today we serve homeless families. And I'll tell you the great thing about it is in December of 2013, Project Understanding, I was working for them as the executive director. And when we found out that the Kingdom Center was going to be moving out of that location, we said, well, we need to do something. We need to make sure that those families that are living there in this transitional living, that they don't have to move out into the street, that they can stay. And so Project Understanding actually spoke with the owners of the property and said that we would go ahead and case manage all those families pro bono until the new board of directors got up and running, which we did. So for 6 months, Project Understanding case managed those families, making sure that they were still doing well and succeeding in the goals that they had set out for themselves as the new board of directors was being formed. And so 6 months later, the new board of directors for the City Center, which I'm part of, Tom Nelson is our board president, and we have Joe Preciado, who is a sheriff, on our board.
Oh yes, I've heard of
You know Joe?
Yes, I do.
And we have Paul Paulin, and we also have one of the property owners, actually, Brian Meyer, is on our board. John Exel is our secretary. And I'll tell you, it is just a great group of guys. We get together every week to make sure that we're setting the goals and accomplishing the things that we need to accomplish.
Excuse me, let me ask you then, Jim. Why is it there are all males on the board?
Because we haven't found a woman yet that wants to join us.
Really?
We are looking for one right now. Absolutely. Okay. Are you kidding? We need all types of people on our board. Okay. Jim Ayers is also on our board from the Seventh-day Adventist Church. But the reason we formed that board is to make sure that this property stayed afloat. And so right now we have 15 families that live on that property that represent about 20 children. There's about 40 people altogether that are.
So sorry, who takes care of the children then in the center?
Well, you know, the parents do.
Oh, the parents are with the children.
Yeah,
yes.
And it's actually it's a working program. It's not a place to go live and hang out. Mm-hmm. It's not a place to go live and just sunbathe. You actually have to go look for a job. So a lot of the people that are coming off the streets, they might have been addicted to drugs or addicted to alcohol. I mean, there was one lady who was abused by her ex-husband, beaten brutally.
Yes, sure.
There was also others that came in because of their home life situation, poor choices that they made. However, whatever happened, they ended up on the streets. So they come through an interview process with us now.
Yes.
And after we interview them and determine that they're a good fit for the community, and that means that they have to be clear or clean of drugs for at least 6 months. We go back a year, but 6 months is, if they're clean for 6 months, then they're a good candidate. And we just need to make sure that they don't have any felonies, anything that has to do with.
So excuse me, Jim, so who does the checking to make sure that person is now clean, etc.? Yeah, who does that?
Great question. We have a team of case managers that actually work on property. We have a senior case manager and then 2 case managers. We also have a on-site managers. Dee and Terry Cox are actually, they're pastors, and they live on-site, as well with Olga Hamra. She lives on site as the assistant manager. Okay. So when somebody comes and gets interviews, we do background checks, we do drug testing, we do all of those things to make sure that they're ready to come in and move into the program. The biggest thing is they have to have a desire to change.
Right, absolutely.
We just don't take anybody that says, well, I need a place to live. No, we want somebody that says, not only do I need a place to live, but I'm willing to work and do whatever it takes to regain custody of my children, to get a better life, to find a job. We want to help those people.
You see, when you need to help somebody, obviously it takes money, a lot of money. How are you financing this organization?
That's a great question, and I'll tell you, it has been difficult because with the transition of Kingdom Center to City Center, a lot of people were wondering, okay, is this organization going to stick around? Well, I can tell you that based on the contributions of the owners and the dedication that they have of the property owners and our board of directors, absolutely. We are funded by, right now, a dozen churches that contribute every single month, some as high as $1,000 a month, some as low as $150 a month, $250 a month, but the average is roughly around $500 a month. So these churches are contributing every single month. We also have some business owners that have made some contributions and some individual donors that have made some contributions. But I'll tell you, we're way short. It takes about $40,000 a month to actually run this center.
Really?
Yeah, because you figure right now we have possibilities for 17 families to be in there. There's also 11 more rooms that need to be reconstructed. That would put us at about 30 families that we can house. And so it's going to cost about $40,000 a month in order to house those families. And this provides them case management, it provides them therapy if they need therapy. There's food involved in some cases where meals are provided for them, transportation is provided for them. It just depends on what their need is. But what we do is we partner with them and we work alongside of them so they can go out and find jobs or go to school full time. So in 12 months to 24 months, they have a savings account, they have transportation, they have a job, and they'll be self-sufficient.
See, that's pretty awesome. But that's going to take an awful lot of money. I mean, so the churches are helping, and the local businesses. Who are the people that go out to find an interest from the businesses out there in Ventura?
Well, right now it's the board of directors, and it's anybody who wants to partner with us in that. We came up with a program called the Andrew Project. The Andrew Project is, if you ever watch television, you'll see people say for $28 a month or $29, you can sponsor a child.
Yes.
Well, we said, you know what, for $19 a month, if you donate $19 a month, you can help this ministry. If we could find 1,000 people to contribute $19 a month with the money that the churches are giving and the local businesses, we'll be self-sufficient. We'll be able to run this program without any concerns financially. And so our goal is to get people to understand the importance of getting people off the street and teaching them how to be self-sufficient for $19 a month.
And that's very good. But of course, in that for the vets, they have that program, right?
Right.
And for animals and for children, and so. But that's on the TV, and that's expensive.
Right.
So you're going to need to raise a lot of money, I would think.
That's correct.
Yes.
And right now, the board of directors are working very hard with the staff and with the churches, and we're getting the word out. $19 a month per person, and we can be self-sufficient if we can find 1,000 people to do that.
And what is your goal? How long do you think that you are going to be self-sufficient and make this happen?
Our goal is to get that done within the next 3 months.
To be at $40,000 a month.
Within the next 3 months, we're hoping to gain the $1,000. That would be $19,000 a month,
yes.
And then with the other contributions being able to hit that mark.
Wow.
That's our goal.
Right. And how often are you meeting with the board to see that you're on track, to see that they're focused?
Yeah, we're meeting with the board every single week. Every week the board meets. Once a month we have a informational meeting. And the informational meeting is held at the River Community Church. It's at 7 p.m. and we share what's going on with the community, new residents. We share financial support given, any new churches that have come on board, any success stories that may have happened. I'll tell you, what we share there is a young lady who was brutally beaten in her relationship. She has decided that she wants to be an attorney, so she is working towards law school right now, while she's at the City Center.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Isn't that wonderful?
That is wonderful. Now, who helped her get in? Presumably, she's going to be a paralegal initially, is she?
Yes, and her case manager, we find out what the goals are, we help set goals, and we move them forward in that direction. We have another person that's living on campus who wants to be a dental assistant. And here's what's amazing. Years ago, when it was the Kingdom Center, there is a lady by the name of Summer who is a dental assistant who I was with today, and she gave me her number to pass on to this other young lady who wants to be a dental assistant so she could pay it forward.
That must be so exciting and so rewarding for what you're doing, right?
You know, I can tell you, to see these people grow, not only spiritually, but grow financially, grow in the business world, it's amazing. But here's the cool part. They are growing as parents, and they're being able, the YMCA came in and did a family day, and they taught the parents how to play with their children. The YMCA, Amy, who is the executive director over there, came in with and her team came in with all of these tools of toys and games, and they brought them and they taught the parents, this is how you play with your kids, this is how to interact. And when they left all the toys there for them.
Oh, how amazing. And yeah, it's so incredible, the fact that you have to teach a parent, but when they've been on the street or been abused, it's not a normal thing for them. So that must have been like heart-wrenching to have watched that happening. And,
and I'll tell you, the YMCA have been great partners with us. They've come alongside of us. As a matter of fact, one of the things that we found out is by working out, you feel better.
Indeed.
And so as the residents at the City Center start to accomplish goals, they're giving gifts. And one of those gifts is a membership at the YMCA, that the YMCA says, we want them to be healthy. And so now they take their kids, they put them in the programs. It's amazing. You know who else has helped out is the Ventura Buccaneer organization. And
I don't. Tell me a little about that organization.
They're a youth football organization, and we have some children that live at the City Center that were scholarshiped in to play football, to play youth football. And this little boy stood up and says, I get to play football. And then he says, I get to play tackle football. And to see him grow up as a little athlete is just amazing, where he wouldn't have had the chance. But the community's coming together to help out the City Center. And that's why we called it the City Center, because we want everybody to know that homelessness, especially children, it's a community's deal altogether. We have to work together to help get out of this situation.
I think the thing is, Jim, it creates self-esteem for these little children, and as they get older, and those that you're finding as to be the dental assistant, her self-esteem is going to be way up there, and the other one that's going to be an attorney.
Absolutely.
And that's what makes people happy. Who wants to be broke? And that's really wonderful. You must sleep well at night knowing that you're helping, but you need more help, I know.
We need a lot more help. We need a lot more help financially. We have an amazing team. Our team at the City Center have a passion for each and every one of those people that live there. But what we love too is that we get to see those residents giving back. And they're also serving at their churches, they're serving in the community. And it's just wonderful to see.
Well, Jim, I really think you're doing a wonderful job, all of you. And I thank you for coming today to Our Ventura TV. So I hope that everyone was very impressed, because I certainly was. Jim, and thank you for coming today, and I really hope you enjoy the show. Thank you. Bye-bye.